All right, let's get our people ready to board the ship here. Definitely want a Spanish speaker. Okay. And so let's see here. We'll go ahead and use Kurt Hoffman. He's got the English speaking skills. Not that I think we need it, but just in case.
What do you need, officer?
All right. So pretty much the same as the other episode that the other, the other episode with the merchant with the Swiss ship. We got our Spanish speaker. It's good to have some translators on board, interpreters. Okay. Yeah, definitely want to check out the shipping documents. They always look a little bit nervous. Of course, I think anybody would be kind of nervous. So let's put the pressure on. Yeah. So, like we thought, fake. They're trying to smuggle. False flags. So, you can pretty much, if you know your geography, you can get a pretty good idea where these guys are headed. And so, again, we don't have a lot of. We're going to order evacuation. We don't have a lot of room to take stuff on board. So, we'll go ahead and order evacuation. But, all right. So let's go ahead and sink her.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Schneller! Schneller!
Put some holes in her. Try to put enough holes in her that she's goes down fast, because a lot of aircraft around in the area, so try to make sure she goes down fast. Alright, she's done. Okay, let's stow our deck gun. And then go ahead and we'll rescue those
Zu Befehl.
yeah. We'll go ahead and rescue those seamen there. Get that going really fast here. Captain went down with the ship, looks like. And give them some supplies. Raw bacon and preserved pork. Yeah. I like to. You can give them more, but I like to go ahead and just give us enough for the number of people on there. You really don't have to do it that way, but it's what I do. All right, let's get out of the way before the aircraft comes.
Zu Befehl. Schneller!
And continue our patrol. All right, we've run into another merchant, another lone merchant. Crew has gone to their battle stations, so it appears that it's likely to be British ship. So we're going to go ahead and get in position. Verify that she's British, and then take her down if she is. Yeah, that looks. That's definitely a British ship. So we're gonna go ahead and sink her. We have plenty of gun. We have plenty of ammo for our deck gun, so shouldn't have any problem.
Alarm abgebrochen. Schneller!
So it looks like she's trying to run away from us. We're gonna go ahead and parallel her path and put some holes in her.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. an Deck!
Looks like she's going down. Yeah, lifeboats are. They deployed their lifeboats. Looks like she's going down. Trying to help her along here.
Feuer an Deck!
Yeah. All right. So let's.
Wir haben ihn! Sie sinken!
Yeah. So let's recover some of those survivors and head on our way. Go ahead and give them some fruit. Yeah, go ahead. Lots of fruit. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and continue our patrol. Like shooting fish in a barrel. Right. Likely going to be a aircraft. You can almost bet that there's going to be an aircraft spotted sometime soon. They probably got a broadcast off, but in the smoke, aircraft probably spotted the smoke. But we're gonna get out of the area as fast as we can. All right. We did our sonar check and dived 50 meters, and we heard our sonar reports. They heard a large convoy about 50 kilometers away is the estimate. So fairly far away. We're slightly behind them. We're going to go ahead and see if we can catch up to them and get ahead of them. We have plenty of food. Fuel is all right. We have plenty of fuel to go ahead and race at flank speed to see if we can get ahead of them. As long as nothing gets in our way, hopefully we'll be able to get ahead of them and set up our attack and have a nice convoy attack coming. See you guys in a little bit. We're going to do a sonar check, verify the position of the convoy. Like I said, they were ahead of us, so we're going to go check again, verify where they're located, and get a good track, and to get ahead of them. Okay, so we got a good position on the convoy. We were able to set up the track, see which way they're headed. We are basically headed right for them, right into this setting sun. So with any luck, this will be a nighttime attack, which makes it harder for them to see our periscope. But also, hopefully the weather stays as nice as it is. I don't mind a little bit of rain, but the rain will limit your not just your visibility, but your ability to see things. Right. So your distance, your viewing distance. So let's head on down this track and see if we can get in position. All right, so we've continued down the track where we thought the convoy was headed, and guess what? They're right ahead of us. I can see them in the distance there. So we're going to go to periscope depth, and the weather held up all right. We're going to go ahead and get ready to get some of these merchants. The depth, it's relatively shallow, not too bad, so we should be able to evade any depth charge attacks. But let's see how we do. We have a full load of torpedoes, so we should have plenty of torpedoes. All right, so we're going to periscope depth.
Wechseln auf UBoat. Auf Seerohrtiefe.
Going to periscope depth and getting in position here. We're going to try to get inside the convoy if we can. That way we have greater chance of hitting the merchants. She's got a nice escort, so that is something that we need to worry about. And we'll hopefully everything goes all right. So what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to slip in between the escorts, keep a low profile, and try to slip in inside of them. I don't think they've seen us. I think we're in a good position. Lighting could have been better. If it was darker, it would have been nicer, but we'll do all right. Looks like a tanker there. We're gonna go ahead and recognize that. Velocity, we're gonna call that 8 knots. We can do a check real quick here. Maybe, we'll see here. I don't know what that means. Radio broadcast? I don't know what that is trying to tell me here. Come on. Let's soon. Got it, got it. There we go ahead and call that 7 knots. Okay. Course. Oh, she's about right there. Set. Distance. Let's see here. She's going pretty far. I mean, come on. There we go. Okay.
Rohr 1, bewässern! Rohr 3, bewässern!
Let's go.
Rohr 1 bewässert.
Okay.
Rohr
Los!
2 bewässert.
Okay. Let's see if there's anybody behind us. Get our stern tubes going. There we go. Right. So what do we got there? Go ahead, recognize that. Velocity, 7 knots. Gotta be going the same speed as the other one.
Der Torpedo ist auf halbem Weg zum Ziel. 40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag.
I'm gonna go ahead and set it there. And then distance,
30 Sekunden.
let's go ahead and set.
20 Sekunden.
Rohr 5, bewässern!
Yeah, close.
Treffer.
All right.
Rohr 5
Los!
Treffer. Schwere Schäden am Rumpf.
Yeah, there she is. There went that tanker. Yeah, she's going down.
40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag.
Is there anybody else around here? Oh, there's
30 Sekunden.
there's a merchant there.
20 Sekunden.
I think it's a little smaller. Go ahead and call it 7 knots.
10 Sekunden bis Einschlag.
Course. Go ahead and call it that. Distance.
Der Aal ging daneben, Herr Kaloy.
That's all right. It's all right. Go ahead and
Rohr 2, bewässern! Rohr 4, bewässern!
go ahead and go for this one here.
Rohr 2 fertig. Rohr 4 fertig.
Los!
Okay. Okay. The tanker's good. We got a destroyer over there. Got a ship here. Okay.
Ansetzen!
10 Sekunden bis Einschlag.
So it looks like we missed. What's status on our torpedoes here? You need to
Der Aal
hurry
ging
that up.
daneben, Herr Kaloy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Der Aal ging daneben, Herr Kaloy.
Yeah. Yeah. We know. All right. So we're just waiting on keeping an eye on the destroyers. keeping an eye on.
Rohr 1 geladen.
Okay. So do we go ahead and try again here? Yeah. Go ahead. Call it 6 knots. Let's call it 6 knots this time. Course, I think let's call it the same course. Distance. Come on. There we go. Distance. Set.
Rohr 1 bewässern.
Sonarwellen,
Okay.
Herr Kaloi.
We're being pinged, so we're gonna go ahead and launch this guy and
Rohr 1 bewässert.
Los!
yeah. All right. So we're gonna get we're gonna go ahead and get out of here.
150 Meter. 100 Meter.
All right. All right. So that that last torpedo we were able to hit the merchant right before we dived. So it's all right. One big tanker and one merchant. Now it's a matter of surviving to live another day, to fight another day. So let's everybody get on your toes here. So we're gonna go ahead and shift speed, direction, depth, do everything we can to evade these depth charges. So they will be coming in for us. We're gonna go as deep as we can. Water depth is, you know, it could be deeper, but it's, I mean, you know, I'd like it to be a deeper water, so we can get as deep as we can. But we're gonna go to 130 meters. I think the depth under keel is 140 meters. Well, from the surface.
Sonarwellen, Herr Kaloi.
Yeah, yeah. So they're gonna ping us, and we're gonna try to evade.
130.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Meter.
120.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Kurs setzen.
So they got a good beat on us. We're as silent as we can be. Everything's turned off, so not much more we can do. So we're just gonna be just try to evade them as best we can. And get ready to speed up if we have to.
Zu Befehl.
Best thing to do is be perpendicular to if they've got you on in their sights and they're doing a doing a run at you, perpendicular is the best way to go. Less chance of getting hit by depth charges. Right, so if you can, get perpendicular to them if they're coming right at you. If they don't know where you're at, your best bet is to be kind of pointed somewhat in their direction. Keep in mind you want to evade, you want to get away from them, so with low profiles, right? But definitely perpendicular when they're coming at you.
Schiffsschrauben. Direkt über uns, Herr Kaloy.
We'll speed up as soon as they... as soon as we hear depth charges, we'll speed up. Sounds like they just kind of went right over us.
Wasserbomben. Wasserbomben.
That's okay, it's not panic. They were directly above us and they just kept going, so they're behind us. Yeah, they're off over there somewhere. Now, when the depth charges are going, it really saturates the area with noise. So you can take that opportunity to speed up if you feel like it. If you think that's a good strategy. I might do that sometimes, but a lot of times I'll just kind of just sneak away quietly, and just speed up when I'm in direct danger. Seems to work for me. Everybody's got their own tactics. Everybody can develop their own tactics. I'm just going to stay as deep as I can, as quiet as I can, and just sneak away. I'm not rigged for depth charges, you know, probably should, but I'm going to keep these hatches open at the moment. If it gets really tight, really starting to feel the pinch, I'll close these hatches. But for now, we'll go ahead and keep them open. One thing about being deep is there's more distance that the depth chargers have to take to fall down to your depth. So that gives you more opportunity to get out of the way. If you're shallow, then you don't really have a lot of room to maneuver. You know, it won't take long before those depth charges explode. You know, you won't have time to move. So if you can, get deep. That's my advice. Sounds like one's coming over. You can.
Schiffsschrauben.
Yep.
Direkt über uns, Herr Kaloi.
So.
Sonarwellen, Herr Kaloi.
Yeah. Yeah, pinging us again. It's all right. This is just basically Fox and the Hound, I guess, pretty much. They're the hounds, we're the fox, and we're just trying to get out of the way. You know, use all the tricks we can. Use all the tricks we can to get out of the way. Evade.
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
You can hear him really. You can really hear him through there, huh? Here he comes.
Direkt über uns, Herr Kaloi. Wasserbomben.
Okay.
Wasserbomben.
Increase our speed. Get out of the way.
Schiffsschrauben. Direkt
Yeah.
über uns, Herr Kaloi.
They're right above us, so going as fast as we can.
Wasserbomben.
Yeah. Getting out of the way as fast as we can. Yeah. Close. They're a little shallow. They seem to be a little shallow. That's all right. We don't have a scoreboard for number of depth charges. They do have a limited supply, so if they run out, you know, they can run out. They can run out of depth charges. I don't know how many they're supposed to have, but they don't have an unlimited supply, which is a good thing. So as long as we can keep evading and getting out of their way, we should be able to survive this. As long as our oxygen holds out.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Legen Sie den Kurs an.
Be nice if I could see cross-section damage report kind of like with the Silent Hunters, I think you could kind of get a diagram of the ship. Um, you know, something like what they were holding. You know, something you can look at and say, okay, or some kind of report. If you could be first person, and then they can report to you damage. You know, or just yell it out. You know, their damage report. Be nice, but that's okay. We work with what we got. Just go to third person view. Go to the cross section, the outside look at the hull, and kind of direct them in that way. We may try going silent to see what happens. Let's go ahead and let's slow down. Now the problem with slowing down, in reality, I think you go too slow and you start sinking. If you can't, you know, trying to maintain neutral buoyancy um, is pretty hard if you don't have any forward motion. But we're pretty shallow, or you know, like the water's pretty shallow. So if we do sink to the bottom a bit, if we do sink to the bottom a bit, we can just rest there. But let's try to be ultra quiet here.
Meter.
120.
We're well within our rated depth. I believe test depth is 100. What is that? 165 meters is test depth. Crush depth, don't know. So the difference between test depth and crush depth is basically the deepest you're rated to go by the manufacturers. And crush depth is the depth where your hull is going to implode, basically. Now, obviously, it's theoretical, right? The test depth is kind of theoretical. Crush depth is kind of theoretical. Is the theoretical depth that they rated you at, based on physics and engineering. Right. Somebody hopefully can correct me. I believe it's the pressure of water increases 40 psi per every 10 feet, or it's, I'm not sure. Is it every 10 feet? I'm just going to look that up right now. Well, let's see here. So it says for every 33 feet, the pressure increases by 1 atmosphere. So it's actually, yeah, so it's actually 100 feet pressure is 43 psi. So it's not 10 feet, but 100 feet. I'm not going to remember if it was 10 or 100. I'm trying to remember. So that's for every 100 feet. That's 43 pounds per square inch. So we're gonna just sit here quietly. Let them pass by. Hopefully they lost us. Evading escorts does get harder over time. As the war progresses, they do get better at it. And you do get some expert sub hunters. Can be really hard to evade. I mean, I've had it where I've been in the red for my oxygen levels, and worried about the amount of battery power I still had left. So it is can get challenging later on. And with early when we they had an update not too long ago, and they added hedgehogs into the game. Hedgehogs are direct contact charges that can be launched ahead of the destroyer in a launcher, and they hit in a somewhat of a circular pattern, if I remember right. And they're not like depth charges. Depth charges just explode at a certain depth, and you have to be pretty close to the submarine to do damage. Damage by overpressure, but the hedgehog actually they explode when they hit something. So if they hit the hull of your submarine, the hedgehog explodes, and that's likely to be the end of the story. You're probably going to go down. It's a lot more dangerous weapons. But let's stay down for a little bit, quiet. We're just going to sit here and hope they don't hear us, and hope they don't ping us. I think if this was during the war, we'd be hearing more sonar, active sonar.
Wasserbomben. Wasserbomben.
So I'm not worried about the Vassar bombs right now because they're not they weren't over us. If you hear the ship, you'll hear the sonar say the destroyers above us, a ship above us, whatever, and then depth charges. You want to get out of the way, but
Wasserbomben.
I think we're fairly safe where we're at. We're just gonna stay quiet. Just sit back, relax, read a book. All right. So we weren't down for too much longer. and the escorts
110.
seem to give up on us. So we're going to go ahead and sonar reports that the destroyers, escorts, have they're farther away,
100.
according to our sonar. And so we're going to go ahead and go to periscope depth, get a good fix. Once we get in a safe position, we're going to go ahead and surface the boat, and we're going to get around them again, get in position, and
90.
go ahead and go for our second run at the convoy. Okay, we safely evaded the escorts.
Wechseln auf Dieselmotor.
There they are in the distance there. We're going to go ahead and grab some of these survivors for some extra points, and then get around this. Then we'll go ahead and get around again the convoy and get in position. So we'll go ahead and get around them. Be nice if there were some more U-boats in the area to help out with the escorts. But you reported the convoy, so maybe they'll send some U-boats their way. It's nighttime, so that's great. The dark will help us. We just gotta get around them as fast as we can. It'll be a little shallower because they're headed toward the port. So it'll be a little shallower to evade the depth charges. So a little bit might be a little bit more difficult. And as you can see, we're paralleling their course. So we're just going to kind of keep an eye on them, right? So we're going to try to stay a good, respectful distance away. We don't have radar at this time. So at least that I know of. But we're going to keep a respectful distance, parallel them, get ahead of them, and set up our attack. Okay, so we've managed to evade the screen, destroyer screen, hopefully. We're going to go ahead and get in position to attack. See how it goes. Okay. All right. Destroyer there. Merchant here. Nice juicy target there. So go ahead and recognize I think we're going to go ahead and call it that. And go ahead and call it velocity 7. Seems like that's what they all do. go ahead and set that. Distance. Set. Okay.
Rohr 1, bewässern. Rohr 3, bewässern.
Rohr 1 bewässert. Rohr 3 bewässert.
Los!
Okay. See what we got going on. We got a destroyer there. We're escort. Got another target here. Go ahead and call it that. Velocity 7 again. Course. Call it that. Set. Distance. She's fairly close. Okay.
Der Torpedo ist auf halbem Weg zum Ziel.
Set.
Rohr 2, bewässern. Rohr 4, bewässern.
Rohr 2 fertig.
Los!
Okay. So we'll see how we do.
40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag.
Okay. Let's keep an eye on him.
30 Sekunden.
So who's going to hit first, right? We're going to hit first.
20 Sekunden. Der Aal ging daneben, Herr Kaloy. Der Aal ging daneben, Herr Kaloy.
Missed, okay.
Rohr 1 geladen. Treffer.
All right,
Treffer.
there we go. Hit.
Schwere Schäden am Rumpf. Treffer. Schwere Schäden am Rumpf.
Nice. Okay. And we got that one too. Thought it was a miss, but we actually did hit. See, is it enough to sink her though? That's the question, right? Yeah, she got hit pretty good there. So I think she's going down. Definitely, flames are going. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she's sunk. Let's see, how about our other friend? Gone. So, definitely, oops, I think I'm going too fast for this. Definitely, got some good hits. Go ahead and, yeah, let's go ahead and, evade these,
Schneller, schneller! 100 Meter.
okay. So we'll go ahead and sneak out of here while we can.
Rohr 2 geladen. Herr Kaloy, ein Sonar hat uns geortet. 120.
Yeah, we're being pinged on radar, or pinged on radar. Pinged on sonar. So we're gonna have to do some evasion. You know, same old, same old.
110.
We got more water than I wanted, but it's okay. It's all right. We're gonna go a little deeper.
120.
Try to get as deep as we can, safely.
Herr Kaloy, ein Sonar hat uns geortet.
Yeah, it's okay. Being pinged on radar or sonar. It's all right. We'll
140.
just keep things quiet.
Wasserbomben. Wasserbomben. Schiffsschrauben. Direkt über uns, Herr Kaloy.
Okay, speed up a little bit. Get out of the way. So speed up enough to get out of the way. Once we think we're in a safe position, I like to slow down, quiet again, and change course.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Might see if I can turn on the pump, get some of this water out real quick, and turn it off as soon as I hear. Yeah.
Schiffsschrauben. Direkt über uns, Herr Kaloy.
Okay. You can tell that's a little different. That's the sound of a merchant. The escorts sound a lot faster. They sound, you know, they're a lot faster RPMs. So you can tell this is a merchant, kind of above us right now, pretty close to us. Maybe we can use the mask the sound of our pump here. I don't like that much water being in there, but okay. That's good enough for now. So you do gather water. You do have periscopes that
Herr Kaloi, ein Sonar hat uns geortet.
yeah. So we do have periscopes that go through the pressure hull. So you are going to get some leakage from the periscopes, from any of the from the screws, from the shaft that from the engine shaft that goes through the pressure hull. So those things will have some leaks. They're not perfectly sealed. So there's not much we can do about that. So that sound is the sound of a destroyer or corvette or.
Meter.
Again, we're going to stay as deep as we can. The crew will get strained when they're deep.